to Module 2, Hazardous Communications, CTE Safety and 101 Introduction. So what is HazCom? HazCom is basically the communication between hazards between the instructor and the student and everybody else in the classroom. You're going to be able to describe the four main instructor and student responsibilities under HazCom, discuss in detail the three components of appropriate HazCom program, including requirements to provide specific communication, identify and locate necessary MSDSs, and in the assignment for this unit, you'll have to locate some MSDSs and be able to interpret the information that's on them, and understanding the labeling of containers in order to keep a safe environment in the lab for yourself and others. Approximately 32 workers are potentially exposed to some type of chemical hazard. Approximately 650,000 existing chemical products are hazardous to the human body. And some chemicals may also be safety hazards and potentially cause fires, explosions, and stuff like that. The purpose of HazCom standard is to ensure the students and instructors know how to identify existing hazards in the work area, in the classroom and outside of the classroom. How exposure can be minimized, basically through communication. Perform pre-work hazard assessments, so look around and making sure that there are no hazards within the work area that may be that may cause some hazardous work to continue within the workspace. Instructors and students use the pre-assessment to measure what hazards are in the workplace and what they can do to reduce those hazards. Safe handling procedures are really important, especially when storing chemicals and volatile other types of organic compounds. And MSDSs will give you the information in order to find out how they can be stored. Why is HazCom important? Well, it's to ensure the safety of yourself, others around you, and provide awareness for not only the student but for the instructors so they can reduce the hazards within the environment. Personal experiences I've had, I've seen safety become a culture to where if safety isn't handled in the appropriate way or if isn't enforced, then that culture tends to go towards a more unsafe area. Most accidents result from people either looking over different safety hazards or they're overconfident about their safety and they get hurt. Asking questions is really the number one way to reduce safety within the workplace. Always remember, safety's first. The purpose of HazCom is to protect teacher, instructor, and student from unsafe conditions. As long as that communication is open, then everybody will always know what might be a hazard within the lab or within the classroom. Provide the knowledge of safety to become a competent worker. Employers want their employees to be competent within the workspace when it comes to safety. It reduces their liability and the possible injury of others that they might be helping or working around. And this is also to prepare students for the OSHA 10 certification. Once you've successfully completed this course, you'll be able to sit for the OSHA 10 certification. There is an act called the Right to Know Act, Occupational Safety and Hazard Act of 1970. You'll want to look over this and be very familiar with it because it may be on the test. Understand your rights as a student or as an employee when you go into the workforce. These regulations are put in place to protect you and others. Common concerns in the workplace as far as safety, there are many, and you can see here that the list could go on and on, but these are some of the basic ones that I wanted to present to you. The instructor's responsibility is to educate students, safety procedures and reporting, making sure that they're in place, making sure that the common misunderstandings are covered so that accidents don't occur, and PPE. Being able to use PPE in the proper way. Basically being able to communicate to all students, written, oral, and practice, and through practice. Modeling those safe practices are important to create that safe work environment. Students' responsibilities is when the instructor's talking to you and explaining to you what is expected, listen, ask questions, be sure that you're reporting unsafe practices, read manuals for equipment, and just always practice the safe way of using materials and equipment. Costs of unsafe work environment is loss of wages, cost of employees' insurance, possible loss of life and injury to others, loss of limbs, employment, impaired vision and hearing, and unemployment. CTE safety statistics. Here are some statistics that you're going to want to know for the classroom in order to be able to pass the quiz. Chemical exposure, and some chemicals, the hazards that come with those different chemicals. So I briefly went over what this unit is about, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and I'll try to help you in any way that I can. But remember that at the end of the day, safety is all about you and how you practice those safety measures within the environment that you're studying. So communicate with your instructor and your peers and make sure that you understand all the safety rules and all the hazards within the environment that you're working in. I want to thank you and good luck with the unit. If you have any questions, again, please feel free to write me, email me, or Skype me, okay? Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.